Okay, guys, buckle your seatbelts because this one is going to be shocking. I tell you what, if you haven't seen the video that I'm going to show you today, later on right here, get ready. Get ready because this is going to blow your mind. So what's the topic? The topic is the exposure of this campaign of massive media brainwashing that's going on by a certain group of people. And I'm going to tell you who that group of people is. And what's happening is they're using this secret, dirty tactic. It's like a psyop, okay? They use this dirty tactic to shape public perception and make you believe exactly what they want you to believe for a certain purpose, okay? And so the dirty tactic is the use of repetition through mass messaging. Yeah, and it's really, really bad, okay? And we're talking about coordinated messaging, all right? Used to make you believe something that you really didn't hear. Twist things around, tweak it just the way that they want, reframe it, throw it back in your face, repeat it until you believe it. And then they use emotional triggers. I've talked about this many, many times because when you trigger somebody emotionally, it causes you to short circuit your ability to think critically. All right. You're in your caveman brain in the limbic system when you're in an emotional state. And that's when critical thinking goes out the window because you're no longer using the frontal cerebral cortex. OK, so here's the thing. It's when this mass messaging is used to disseminate misinformation, all right, that's when we really got to start paying attention because we are being manipulated, all right? So let's get to exactly what we're talking about here. What started all of this? Well, it was a statement made by President Donald Trump about prices. So he said, hey, you know, when I get into office, we're going to lower prices on day one, okay? That's what started all the fuss. When I win, I will immediately bring down prices on day one. Now, what did he mean by that? What did he mean by that? What did I hear when he made that statement? Did I hear that all prices across the board were going to get slashed on day one getting into office? No, I didn't get that. Did it kind of possibly sound like that? Yeah. Was he a little unclear with that? Yeah. But common sense would tell you that a president can't slash prices on day one. So I figured that he meant he would start to work on lowering prices from day one. That's the way I got it. And I thought that was the common sense to interpret what he was saying. He was in the moment and he wanted to send that message out there that we're going to get prices down. But that's where this certain group of people decided they would use that to their advantage. And they twisted it up, they reframed it, they triggered the emotions, and they distorted the meaning of what he said. So what was the next step? Synchronized messaging. Okay, and this isn't conspiracy because I'm going to show you the video right now. I'm going to show you what this synchronized messaging, this mass media brainwashing, I'm going to show you what it looks like in real time. So here we go. As promised, let's look at this clip. Let's look at this clip of the mass messaging misinformation campaign that was launched after Trump said, I'll lower prices starting on day one. Cut to the clip.
When I win, I will immediately bring prices down starting on day one.
Not true. That's what you
Why are they doing this? Trump Their plan is to simply talk billions win families.
That is the truth.
And that is the truth.
And that is the truth.
And that is the truth.
Now, how about that? That's wow. When I first saw this, I was blown away. I'm like, this is spooky. It just gave me a spooky vibe. Like, man, oh man, they are just manipulating us. Okay. And it makes me not want to trust what comes out of the mouths of a lot of these politicians. And yes, this came from one political party, and it was the Democrat Party. And that's where I'm seeing all of this coordinated mass messaging going on. It doesn't happen on the other side of the aisle. This is only done on one side. So what was the result of this? You ended up with people reacting to what this mass media campaign wanted you to believe that Donald Trump said or meant, not what he actually said or meant. They twisted it around and then reserved it up, triggered everybody, and got them upset in their emotions. Now, another prime example of how they did this was the Charlottesville speech. Now, we don't need to get into the details of that, but of course, that's when they clipped out several minutes of a speech that Donald Trump made to make it look like he was saying that there were good people on both sides of that whole protest. And then the interpretation was Donald Trump says that the white supremacists were also good people. Prime example. Okay, so this video that you saw, it's not a one-off. This isn't just something that happened one time and it's never happened again. It wasn't a coincidence. This happens all the time, and it's been going on for years, perhaps decades. Some say that the whole media manipulation machine, they said that it started way back in the early 90s to late 80s, perhaps. Okay, so let's give you another example of another brainwashing campaign that you might remember. Cut to the clip.
No one is above the law.
Nobody's above the law.
No person is above the law.
No one 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 is above the law.
You're not above the law. You're not an elite. You're not untouchable. And so it's nice to see that the rule of law has returned.
Yeah. So what do you think about that? Do you all remember that going on? And how often did they use this? They used this, they threw it in our face until that phrase lost its original meaning, because they only used it to manipulate you and get you upset that Donald Trump is off his gourd and he is doing things that are illegal. But then we turn right around, and later on down the line, when it came to arresting and detaining and deporting illegal immigrants, oh, well, we forgot about the fact that no one is above the law, because now it's, oh, well, we're deporting these poor little families, breaking up families, kidnapping people and disappearing them off the streets. So all of a sudden, oh, well, these illegals, they're above the law. It's okay. It's straight manipulation. Now, what do you think about this? What do you think? Are we just seeing this on one side of the political aisle more than the other? Or do you have examples of Republicans using mass media brainwashing techniques and pulling these nefarious psyops on the American public? If you are aware of any of this going on the other side, please share it and I will report about that. But thus far, I'm only seeing it from one side. And I think they're doing this because they know that they are losing their grip, losing control of the American public. And that means they can't hang on to their power. Let me know what you think about that. Post in the comments. Let's get the discussion started. That's all I got for this one. This is Carlton, and I'm out.